Welcome to NVCBIDDER.com. Today's tutorial is going to discuss how to search foreclosures and get you on your way to buying foreclosures online at trustee sale. So as we are on the front page of our website, NVCBIDDER.com, we've already logged in. I'm going to click on the button that says Search Auctions. Once we hit this page, we're going to see all the different search parameters that you have an option to enter. If you're searching by specific city, you could enter in Mesa as an example and click Today. Here's all the properties going for sale in Mesa. So as an example, there's only 13 properties going, and that's with no other restrictions on the program. For time's sake, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my examples of what I will enter into these search fields, and then we'll see what comes up today at auction. So as an example, I won't put in the address, but this gives you an option if you have a specific address, you have the city, a specific zip, or if you know the APN or subdivision. And the second column, we get a more definitive detail of our investment criteria. So building square foot is right here, so I'm going to put as an example 1,000 square feet. I'm only looking at 1,000 square feet to 2,500 square feet today. And lot square footage, if you have a criteria for that, you can enter it in. Put a dash in between the low and the high, so if you want 1,000 square feet to 5,000 square feet, then put 1,000 dash 5,000. No, don't put any commas in the field. And then on building, this is the year built of the property. So as an example, I'm going to put 1980 to 2011 or 2010, which is fine. And then if you have a criteria, if you don't want any pools, you can use that in the drop-down construction type, or if you only want a two-car garage, as an example, you can click right there. I'm just going to leave mine on any. And then estimated cap rate, we'll talk about that in future information. Over here we have the sale date, which automatically populates. And then we have title ranking. If you have a specific title need, I would leave this on any for right now, and then we'll help check the lien check with you. And then opening bid. So instead of following all the opening bids, including the 0 opening bids, what we want to do is knock out and not consider any of the opening bids that have 0, because a lot of times they're just going through at full debt and they're not worth the value. So as an example, I'm going to click from $1 to $125,000. So that's how you would put it in. And then I'm going to search the button for today. This is dynamically pulling all the data online. This is not an old data sheet that somebody may have sent you yesterday at 5 o'clock. This is live online bidding platform. So now we're here on our investment strategy, and today there's 8 properties that are going to auction. It's already 11 o'clock in the morning, so some properties are already sold, so they'll automatically come off the list. Now, once we're here, we can sort each one of these columns by clicking on the header. So as an example, here's the opening bid. I can click right here and sort all the properties from lowest to highest. And then that way, if I'm looking for some value deals, I can see, okay, here's the opening bid, and then I'll follow through the columns, and it will help give me an idea of what I need to bid and give me a good assessment. So from left to right, we're going to discuss each one of these columns briefly. The first button, or the first column, includes not only the ability to bid, but also our financial calculation. And we're going to click on both of these. First is the bid. So let's say I've previewed this specific property and I want to place a bid. That's what this little bid button is for. I'm going to click this. It says, the property does not have a lien report yet. Please verify lien position before you bid. So if you have something like that, make sure you notify us, and we'll help you, assist you in getting a verification from the title company under no obligation, but we'll send it to you. So as we click that bid button, here's the trustee sale number and all the particular information of the property. Here's the bidder name. I'm logged in underneath my name. And then if I have vesting information, if I want to change it, say I'm going to call it Vesting LLC, whatever it is, make sure you add the vesting information so when you do bid a property and you win it at trustee sale, we can pull your vesting info. And then if you have a specific comment that you want to leave on the property to our bidders, such as hey, please call me. I want to make sure I want to try to go live on the property, or maybe it's personal notes that you want to put up, because this will automatically email to you also. And then here's your maximum bid amount. So the opening bid is $42,500. So as an example, you could put in $45,000 if that's what you want to bid, or if you want to bid it up to $65,000, you can put that in, and then that will come up, and you just click submit, and now you bid on the property. The next column is the calculation rate. The info is actually a financial calculator, and we may be changing this wording on top. And we'll talk in future educational videos, we'll talk about how this changes, but just to let you know right now, this gives you, if you're looking for a specific cap rate, you can change this number. I have it defaulted on mine to 10%, but let's say you're an 8% cap rate buyer, if you're familiar with that. You can hit recalculate, and it'll get, all these items will ultimately change down to here your total allowance of what you can actually bid on a property, subtracting out your repairs. So we'll talk about this in future videos. The next one is very dynamic. There's actually two things right here. So we went through bid and info, and now right here what we're going to talk about is drive reports. RPT is the reports that you're requesting. So if you're looking at this for tomorrow, and actually what we can do is we can grab this, look at the same data that I have here, and if I want to look at tomorrow's list, say today's already over with, I just click tomorrow. Then that way you're not waiting for a spreadsheet or anything like that from anyone. And let's say here's your information, the properties that you're looking to bid on, and say just to get yourself acclimated with it, you want to look at a specific city. So I'm going to sort by city. And as an example, I'm going to look at these El Mirage properties. El Mirage, here's the lot size, 11,000 square feet. It's a 1961. That's the lot. This is the building square footage. This is the year. It's a year 2000. Here's my opening bid, $80,000. The estimated value from our program says it's worth about $114, so we'll have to monitor that. And then from our financial calculator, it says max acquisition amount. Gives us a rough idea relative to the rent, estimated rent, which it automatically pulls in. This will give us an idea for a 10% cap rate. We could be looking to bid on the property as high as $105,000. We're still waiting for the title company to give us the information, whether it's a first lien or not, but this is for tomorrow. So I could come over here, and I see that the opening bid is $80,000 based off of 1961 square feet, and the estimated value. Depending on how aggressive I want to get, I could come right inside of here. We're waiting for the verification of lien and hit submit bid. We request that you, for tomorrow's bids, try to bid after 5 o'clock the day before, so it doesn't get caught up in today's bids. But this will give you a good idea, and as we finish through these columns, we're going to discuss APN. But for that purpose, if you want to get a drive report, we'll go back to this report. I'm going to click here. Drive report, it says on top. If you want a drive report, click this button, boom, like that, hit request, and the request will automatically send to us, and we'll do the best that we can to get a drive report, which will ultimately, here's a good an example of a drive report that will come in. So as we look at the drive report, here's the APN, all the critical data on the property. Driver's going to rank the property. They're just touching a tab on their Droid phone as to their analysis of the property. Sometimes they can see inside, sometimes they can't. It says no answer, power and water on. So chances are this property is occupied and they weren't available to see the inside of the property. So there's a good example of a drive report. The next one is the APN. This is the parcel number for every property. We've created an additional customized comp page for this. And as we click on it, it's going to dynamically bring a lot of data in that you're going to really value. Also, at any given time, you can click the print button and print this report. So if we get a drive report, hopefully you'll see the front of the house in the picture. We just modified this platform to do that. Then right here you have Google. So as an example, we can do a quick little Google lookup, get an overhead view of the property. We can click get a view with Google, gives us the ability to actually see the front, but obviously this is an old photo of the front, and so it's important for every investor out there that you drive the property. but what I'll normally do, I'll at least scan and just get a rough idea where it's at and make sure I feel comfortable in regards to whether it's power lines or backing to something, you know. So here's our lot size. Here's the name of the subdivision, the official name. Here's the trustee that's selling it, and it was a J.P. Morgan Chase property. Here's the original loan amount. Here's the time, the day and the time that it's going to auction. The opening bid, $57,000. Here's some phenomenal information. We are posting tax information to give you an idea of what the county assessor is actually assessing the property at. So we'll have to be, you know, make sure you put some notes into what the tax people say that it's worth. And then land characteristics, such as if it was a corner lot, then there would be a checkbox there where it had a lake view, or if it had freeway access, or whatever it was, that will automatically come into it. Here's residential information on the specific property, the square footage, year, 2-story property. And then also here's subdivision information, which is fantastic. It tells you how many actual improved lots, so how many homes are in the subdivision, what years they were constructed, some great critical data. Then next up is transaction history on the specific property. So it shows who purchased it, when they purchased it, what year, and the amounts that they paid. And then the next one is going to be the notice of foreclosures that are in that same subdivision. Here's a list of all the properties that are currently in foreclosure, just to give you an idea of what kind of distress is going on in the area, as well as lender-owned properties. There are banks that own 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 properties that have that are currently owned by banks in this specific subdivision. And then the next line down is the for sale properties. What properties are for sale and what their asking prices are on the MLS. And then last but not least, we have comps. So we can follow through warranty deed, specialty deed for SD. TD is what was purchased at trustee sale. We'll want to monitor the TD corresponds with CS for cash. So that means that it was a cash purchase. So this will give us a good idea of what the dollar per square foot comp. This is actually a fantastic customized tool for you that you can print out and hold on you, so when a property does go into auction, if you happen to get into a live bid, you can print it out and the data is at your fingertips. So that's a really big part of this program, this customized platform. Here's the address, the subdivision. In these columns, we have the zip code, the lot square footage, the square footage of the property, the year, the time, our program's estimated value, the opening bid. Here's the institutional buyer's cap rate, opening bid divided by estimated value with a percentage ranking. And we can customize all these, just to let you know, and we'll talk in future videos on how to customize your own bid platform. So in summary, this is a highly dynamic tool that gives you the ability to buy and trustee sale properties through our online bidding service. And for future videos, please click on the other links that you see that may pertain to your specific needs. Again, this is James Guajardo with NVC Bidder, helping you purchase properties at trustee sale online. Thank you and have a wonderful day.